Okay, everybody, thanks again for listening to another mock draft here. We're going to do, this was another Superflex PPR. Again, like I said, trying to do some more Superflex stuff for everybody. I know there's not that much out there for this Superflex stuff, so I'm trying to do more drafts on that and give you an idea of the different builds and what you can end up with. And you can see getting right back into it here. First round, fifth pick, I was able to get Patrick Mahomes there, like trying out a different strategy this time. Going kind of, if you're familiar with the zero running back and hero running back, where zero is you take one late, and hero is you take one in the first round, and then you basically punt it till later on. This is kind of that with QB. So I did the hero QB strategy, where you draft a stud in the first round, and then you go and you fill up on running backs and wide receivers, and then get your other two quarterbacks later on in the draft, which I actually kind of like the way the team turned out. So in the second round, I was able to get Mixon. Third round, came back and got Aaron Jones. There's really, I could have got Devontae Adams instead of Mixon, or I could have got Kelsey. I was going to get Kelsey instead of Jones, but I feel like in Superflex, it's just hard to take the tight ends early. But that was a good value. I mean, Kelsey probably would have been the pick there. It's just, you take that quarterback early, and you're like, I need to get running backs. I can find a tight end later. So that's kind of my thought process. Next pick came back around to me, was fourth round pick, was Ezekiel Elliott. Could have had David Montgomery, but again, I have Elliott ahead. Just from the offense he plays in. Keenan Allen would have been a good pick too. Again, I was trying, because I went with the quarterback early. I was like, let me get my running backs now, because I could find wide receivers later, but again, Keenan Allen would have been a good pick too. So came back around to me in the fifth round. I was able to get James Conner. Happy with that pick. I think he's going to have a good year. I could have got Elijah Mitchell, but I think Conner's better right now. Kyle Pitts, guys like that, they're pretty good, but I'm happy with Conner. Sixth round, I was able to get Terry McLaurin. Could have had Darren Waller. I had him last year in my league, and I spent a third, fourth round pick, and he just disappointed. So I will not be going to the Darren Waller well this year. I'm sure he's going to have a breakout season because of that, but I just can't do it again. I took him early thinking, this is going to be like another Travis Kelce kind of wide receiver. Just take him instead of taking a wide receiver, and it was like, no. We will go seventh round. Came back to me, fifth pick in the seventh round. I was able to get Mike Williams. Now, Mike Williams is kind of an interesting case study here. If we go back into the game log, he had 3 games, October 4th, 17th, and the 31st. That was really kind of not good, but the other games were really good. He had a couple of them at the end of the season that kind of hurt. 3 for 63, 3 for 49. But the 63 one, he scored a touchdown, so that's fine. 3 for 49. He had 9 targets, 6 for 61. Not great, but again, 6 catches is great. So, he had some, he had a 4 for 39. So, like I said, he's one of those guys that I had on my team last year, and I was pretty happy with him for most of the season. In the 8th round, I came back and got Darnell Mooney. Again, I'm really liking what I see from what Mooney did last year, and we'll see if he can match it again this year. But I like what he did last year, and it seemed like the rapport with Justin Fields was decent, and should be getting better. 9th round, I got Ryan Tannehill. Again, now I'm starting to get the quarterback now, because quarterback run had happened basically, and I was just trying to get Tannehill there to kind of shore up my second my super flex spot there. Comes back around in the 10th round. I was able to get Amon-Ra St. Brown to kind of round out my wide receiver room. 11th round pick went for Daniel Jones. Again, rounding out my quarterbacks. So now I got my 2 starters and my backup. In 12th round, I was able to get Dallas or Goddard. He's a good player, and I really think that this is a good pick here. Especially I needed a tight end on the team, So that was good there. So that was my 12th round pick. 13th round pick, we got Drake London. And of course, Drake London, I just think he's going to have a good year this year. The Orlando offense is not that great, but I just think he's going to be the alpha in that offense. Him and Kyle Pitts. So we'll see. And then 14th round came back around to me. I got Indianapolis defense. I could have gotten maybe New England's defense or Baltimore, but I like Indianapolis this year. This is pretty good year for them. And again, last pick, 15th round, was Matt Prater. So I was happy with that. Kicks in Arizona there, kind of in a dome, good offense. So, and yeah, there's my team there. Mahomes, Mixon, Jones, Elliott, Connor, McLaurin, Mike Williams, Mooney, Tannehill. Doing these Superflex drafts. Just giving you guys an idea of what you can get with the different strategies, basically surrounding QB. Do you take QB early? Do you take it late? Do you go zero QB? Do you go hero QB? I'm trying to give you a different if you look through all my videos, you'll see different smatterings of different philosophies on what you'll end up with the different approaches that you take. Like I said, I think that there's a lot of good ways to do this. This turned out to be a lot better than I thought it was going to turn out to be, as far as with the QB situation. So I was happy with what I ended up with, and even, as you can see, I got Daniel Jones, but if you don't like him, you could have gotten, Mac Jones or Jared Goff or Davis Mills. I mean, it's not the greatest in the world, but you'd be able to get something there. And then just to go and see who was out there on the waiver wire, there was still Baker Mayfield, Mike Gesicki, Mitch Trubisky, Tyler Algier, who might have a chance in Atlanta to be something. Again, I'm not crazy about that offense, but he might. They really don't have a true running back there, so somebody's got to carry the first and second down load. Mark Ingram for the beginning of the season, Christian Kirk. Jimmy G, I'm keeping him on watch now because I'm hearing he might get traded. And if he does get traded, I think he's going to be a starter somewhere. So, he's pretty good. So have him queued up there. This is going to be for future time. Cole Kmet, Devontae Parker, Gus Edwards, Hunter Henry as a Spiller, MVS. I mean, he'd be worth a flyer down here if you need a wide receiver. Alberto, tight end, Tim Patrick. And, of course, my guy, Braxton Berrios. So I'll show you some of the game log from him, and just so that you guys get an idea of, especially if you're in return leagues, the guy is going to get you return yardage points. So keep that in mind. Braxton Berrios, I wanted to expand a little bit on him. And he's definitely going to be a part of the offense this year for the Jets, and they just signed him to a new deal. It's not a huge amount of money, but I think he's got a chance. So anyways, thanks guys for listening. Appreciate yous. And comment and let me know what kind of stuff you want to see, and let me know what you think about my team. And again, appreciate you. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.